In this video we're going to go over following the rail. I'm on Oliver. He's a 6 or 7 year old gaited horse. He's a rescue horse, so we're not really sure exact age on him. And we've been working on a lot of just going forward and playing with the meandering. So if you're not sure what that is, go back to the previous video. That really sets them up for following the rail. And with following the rail, we've got the arena here cut in half. And so we're just going to walk along. And in the beginning, I'm going to give quite a bit of rein. And when I make a turn, I just pick up and then I give back, but I want to keep them straight here. So I'm following the cones along across the arena, and then when I get to the other side, I'm going to pick up and turn, and then I'm going to leave him alone every time he gets to the rail and he follows the rail. If he gets too close to the rail, I can bend him into the rail, and that'll keep my knee from hitting the rail. And I'm just getting him to follow along this rail. How can I keep my forward rhythm? And I do that by my life comes up. Every time he slows down, I help him to say, nope, this is the speed I want. And then we're looking for direction, and the direction is just follow this rail. And how can you almost want to get to the point where he's just depending on it a little bit. And once you get that, then you can start coming off the rail. But the rail really helps to get that straightness. As we cut across, he's a lot more squirmy, kind of back and forth. Now we hit the rail, and he stays along the rail here. And if he gets too close, I can tip his nose into the rail to keep my knee from hitting the rail. So that's pretty nice. He's just following along there, getting comfortable. Every time he wants to fall out or in, I pick up the opposite rein. This is good. He's staying there. Just need to keep that rhythm. He wanted to stop. And then as I come to the corner, I pick up and turn. So in the beginning, I'm going to give him lots of rein, and I'm just going to pick up and ask the turn, kind of lifting up, asking, and then leave him alone. Now, once he's starting to get it, I'm going to put a little feel onto my horse's mouth. And then you're going to have to, see how my hands are kind of going back and forth? At the walk, your hands have to follow the horse's movement. The gaited horses tend to have a lot more movement, so I have to give him lots of feel back and forth. And can I have a little connection to his mouth? Not too much. I don't want you to get braced or holding. So if you feel like you're holding, then spend more time on a loose rein and you just directing like so. So you're just going to slide down, direct, slide down, direct. And then as you feel like you're getting an independent seat and you can follow with the horse's mouth, then you can start picking up and getting a connection. And I want a nice long neck, and that's going to depend on your horse too. Some horses, they want to live down on the ground, so we don't want them on the ground, but I don't want them up real high. This is nice. His pole's about even with the wither, a little bit higher than the wither at times, a little bit lower than the wither at times. That's okay. So I don't want them too low and I don't want them too high. Just a nice relaxed movement right there. I like that. And so not too bad, and then we'll just change and go back the other direction. And this is another great warm-up. So come out here and just really get your horse to follow the rail, getting some consistency, some lengthening, stretching. They're just walking out there. It's a way for you to kind of get to see where your horse is at. Are they with you? Are they flexing and bending as you make the turns? Are they following the line of travel that you're on? See, and I still have a feel there, and I'm just keeping it a little bit straighter because he wants to tip his nose into the rail. And I want to just see if he can stay straight. As we progress, yes, then we're actually going to pick up and I will tip him into the rail. So he already knows that, so look, like there, that's pretty nice. But that's a different exercise. So right now it's just, can he walk and follow that rail? And I like that pretty good. And so we'll just test it here and see if I can get him into a nice relaxed gait and do the same thing. And he's kind of shifting around there. Main thing is getting him to follow that rail. So I'm going to give him a little bit more rein again. Just kind of help him out. So not too bad. And the big thing with the gaited horses is getting them to really relax their top line and their back. See, he's a little tight in his back. There he's speeding up. And a lot of this is just, I'm not getting in a big, I'm not demanding him too much on the speeding up and slowing down. I'm just saying, can you find a speed that you can get into and be comfortable with? Until we go long enough until he finds that. That's a little too slow. It's not bad there. He actually was gaiting fairly nicely there. And I'm just helping him, and I'm helping him by just kind of fluffing my calves a little bit to say, no, keep it up. Don't die, but don't go too fast. If he gets too fast, I can pick up the reins, but he's not really going there. Yeah, so that's not bad there. It's a little bit more than a walk, but he got consistent and he started relaxing into it. So he started off okay, and he still wants to kind of cut out here on the corners. Yeah, that wasn't too bad there. So what's happening is he's giving me moments. So we're riding long enough and he's giving me moments. He's following the rail pretty nice. And then the challenge is getting him consistent. So he's speeding up, slowing down, and then he gives me a few moments here and there where he just goes really nice along. And that was one of them right there when I quit. The main core of this is get out there and follow the rail. So it's following the rail and get consistent. Where you put them on that and they're just going around and around until you tell them something otherwise. And we're still working on that with him, but he's coming along. So hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.